Hello my beautiful Bitterroots, welcome to my channel, and today I have a collab for you guys. Today I'm doing a collab with a bunch of ladies, and the collab is going to be using our BoxyCharm items. Now, out of everything out of my BoxyCharm, there's a few items I'm not going to use. I'm not going to use the brushes. I'm also not going to use the lashes. I want to save that for a special occasion. And yeah, just trying to think on what else there was. I can't remember everything that was in my boxy. Anyway, but I'm gonna do it. I look a Get Ready With Me with this Tarte Rainforest of the Sea palette. Now, the packaging on this is absolutely beautiful, and there is all the colors that are in this. It's a very neutral, everyday palette you could be using, but then they have that dark, like, just deep gray in there that you can really smoke out your eye look towards the evening if you would like to just update your eye look. So I think I'm just gonna keep my eye look pretty simple for today. I already primed my skin, and I used my Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I already did all my skincare. I used my transparent powder. I always do that every time. And so, okay, first I'm going to go into Conch, which is this like matte nude shade, and I'm going to lay this as a foundation all over my lid, just to set that Too Faced Shadow Insurance. So I'm just going to dab this on, just to give me a nice matte blank canvas. I have a lot of veins in my eyes, so this is a step that I have to do. So I'm dipping in, and it's not very powdery, so that's good. It's covering my eye well. It's definitely a lighter shade than my skin right now. So very, like, little to no powder at all. I don't know if you can even see that, if there's any little difference. There's like very minute powder being transferred. So that's good. I'm liking that. Okay, so then I'm going to go into my fluffy brush, and I'm going to dip into Marina right here. And I'm just going to put this in my, since I have hooded eyes, I'm going to be doing it like right here. When I open my eyes, it'll be on this little portion right here on my eyes. So I'm going to go into Marina and dip into that. It doesn't seem to be transferring a whole lot onto the brush. There we go. Okay. So this is going to be an easy, like, everyday, like, palette to use, because I did not tap off Marina at all. I just dabbed it in, and I'm just putting it in. So it's a good transition shade that you can build up. Like I said, I didn't have to tap it off at all. Just lightly. Yeah, you don't have to tap off with Marina for sure, or any of them so far. Just because I'm not getting like excessive amount of powder. You know, when you dip into some, you just get a lot of powder and you have to tap it off. This I'm not, so it's easily buildable. And this is my first time even going into this palette. I did do a little bit of swatching when I first opened my BoxyCharm, but I didn't. This is the first time ever putting it on my eyes. So, like I said, I'm doing it higher than my transition, than my crease, because I have that, my hooded eyes. So it would be like right here when I open my eyes. I always, when I do my makeup, I always lift my brows, just because with hooded eyes, you gotta get that skin as tight as possible. And then I'm gonna dip into Seaside, which is this darker brown right here. I'm gonna dip into Seaside, and I'm gonna go with the same brush. I'm gonna go right into the crease with this and just start building and layering my look. And then I'm just going to go back into Marina and just make sure that it's all blended together. Nice. So that transition into the brow is nice. And then the transition into the crease is all nice and seamless. I hope you guys can see this because I feel like I'm being washed out from my light. My crease brush. And I'm just gonna deepen this look a bit more. Siren, which is this darkest brown here. And I'm just gonna work that into the outer V and up into my crease. Just swipe it across to blend. Just make sure that it's all just blended all nice and neat. Okay, and then I am gonna go in with my finger into Sunset. And I'm just going to pat this onto my eyelid itself. And then I'm just gonna lightly just bring it down and blend it into the outer V, and I'm gonna go back into that darkest shade again to blend that more. So I'm just patting this right onto my eyelid and then lightly swiping it across to blend. I'm gonna go back into Siren. Just a little bit, just to blend that in. So there we are with the eye look so far. This is like what I would wear for an everyday look, for like on the daily. I'm just gonna use my finger. So I'm gonna go into Pearl right here, and I'm gonna put that in under my brow bone for a brow bone highlight. Just a bit. And then do the inner corner. I use my finger a lot when I do my makeup. Go into Breezy right here, and I'm gonna smoke out my lower lash line with this. I want to try to use as much product as possible when using this. I just like to blend that up into the outer V just to make it all seamless. Okay, so I used every shade in this except for Riptide. So I used every shade except for Riptide on my eye for my eyes today. So it turned out to be a pretty, I like the eye look. And then to smoke it out, I probably would dip into Riptide and just really blend that out a little more. But I'm going to go into Siren again and just build up this brown just a little bit more in this outer V. And go across the blend. Okay, so there's my day look. So to go into night, what I would do is I would just slip a little bit into Riptide and just smoke out the outer portion a little more, and probably the lower lash line with Riptide a bit more. Right now, I'm gonna do my brows real quick, and then we'll go in and do my mascara. So I have my Urban Decay brow, and I am using this shade right here. As you can see, my big dip that's going on in there. Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. So there is my eye look using the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea palette. So I'm gonna use some of my everyday stuff. Elf contour. I'm going to use the bronzer because I used up all the blush already. I'm going to go into my Ulta palette and use the blush and the highlight. I have Tarte in Wonder. I haven't used this. I'm supposed to be using it up, but I haven't, so. So there is my look using the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Volume 2 palette. And I used all of them except for the black shade, or the Riptide. I didn't use Riptide, but if you want to turn this look into like an evening look, I would definitely dip into Riptide and just smoke out my eye look even more. This would be like perfect, like work with a little bit of glam, you know, with the gold. I really like the gold on the lid. The gold on the lid is really pretty. So yeah, there's my look. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Definitely go check out all the other ladies using this palette and see what kind of eye look that they come up with, and hopefully, you know, you get inspired by one of us and to do the eye look. This is something that I would totally recreate many times, so I'm gonna wear this all day, see how it is, and yeah, and go from there. So thank you guys for joining me in this Get Ready With Me with the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Volume 2 palette, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.